Hello, class and professor. Explain the legal term voir dire and its origins and purpose. The French term voir dire is a preliminary examination of the witness or juror to determine their competence. Voir dire translates as to speak the truth, which is crucial for jurors and witnesses to abide by. As a lot of people know this as the oath that witnesses or jurors take before talking or being on a jury. This helps keep individual biases out of their decision making, which helps keep it more fair. Detail the process of voir dire and distinguish between preemptory and discretionary strikes of potential jury members. The process of voir dire is when the parties' lawyers go through potential jurors to select a fair and impartial jury. The jury panel is questioned by both lawyers, and the questions are intended to help the lawyers and the jury selection process. After voir dire, the jury is selected from the panel. Discretionary strike can be used by counsel to remove potential jurors who are not otherwise legally objectable. They can be used by counsel to remove potential jurors who your gut tells you will not be good jurors in your case. On the other hand, preparatory strikes are when attorneys eject certain number of potential jurors without stating a reason in jury selection. Providing an opinion on whether or not the process of voir dire serves as stated. In my opinion, the process of voir dire is a good process which helps everyone. While the attorneys are going through the process, they are keeping the ones who will potentially help their client have a better chance of winning their case. They go over their beliefs or their attitudes about the topics that could potentially be discussed in the trial, and if evidence is found of personal being biased, then it can be used as a mistrial. Create improvements in the current system of voir dire to ensure fair and impartial jurors for criminal trials. An improvement I have would be in the voir dire process would be for the attorneys to dig deeper past the first impression. Sometimes when people answer questions, they may come off wrong, which is all it takes for an attorney to believe they're potentially biased. An attorney will try to question differently and to see if their answers change to ensure that they are getting the most accurate information. Explain whether or not defiant are entitled to a fair or perfect jury. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the rights of criminal defendants. Wow, that's what that says. Including the right to a public trial lawyer, the impartial jury, and to know who your accusers are, the nature of your charge or evidence against you. Within that, we see that they are entitled to an impartial jury, but not a jury that is going to be totally for them. The jury will be fair towards both parties, intended to ensure that no one side has advantage. A perfect jury does not exist. Distinguish between preemptory strikes of jurors and strikes of cause for potential juries. Preemptory strikes of jurors is when an attorney, during voir dire process, to reject a certain number of potential jurors without having given a reason. The strike for cause is a method of eliminating potential personnel from being on the jury panel. The attorney during this process will have infinite potential strikes for potential jurors for casual reasons.